Well, it certainly took a while. Welcome to the first video of 2026. As of today, we have the 28th of February, and this video is releasing, tomorrow on the 1st of March. So we're still in the first quarter of the year. It's going to end in about 4 weeks. And I wasn't there for the last 2 months. I didn't upload something because I was in a constant state of getting sick and catching a cold and or recovering from the cold just to catch it again a week later. Needless to say, my boss wasn't very pleased with my results at work. Neither were my co-workers. But this one co-worker literally shot the bird, as we say in Germany. I know it's badly translated, but she opened the window last week for hours on end, and when we closed it, she complained and opened it again and started ignoring us. Problem is, we had -7 degrees maximum last week. And when you have like -7 at night, you come to work early in the morning and it's already cold, and then your coworker just, opens the window and lets all of this nice cold fresh air in, which is then -4 degrees. You're getting sick again. Like, first day I was at work after being sick for a week again. And yeah, that's where I have been. I'm sorry, could have made a little video or something, but I at least managed to build some stuff while I was sick. I mean, I couldn't really, upload due to my voice being not present in my body for the last 2 months, basically. But I built some stuff. So I actually managed to pre-record 4 videos. And then we start in April or something. We go with the usual way of 1 to 2 weeks not uploading and then uploading a model kit that could have been easily built in like 2 days. Yeah. Anyways, the community vote that I did at the beginning of the year, I think, had 3 or 4 options, and one was chosen. And the one chosen was the Schwerer kleiner Panzer, which is a 1946, 45-ish what-if tank. It looks like a Hetzer morphed with an E25-ish, more like an E25, but not really an E25. Something, I don't know, a what-if tank. And I like what-if tanks. And that's what you are going to watch right now. Now, let's talk about the tank. The tank is actually pretty decent. It is a 1946 paper tank, but it is from Das Werk, as you've seen. And Das Werk is from the German, it's a collab, basically. It's a collab between Modellbau König, a German model and hobby store. And I think the kits are provided by Amusing Hobby. And as we've seen last year with the Panzer, the Panzer 2 with the Rheinmetall turret, they are pretty nice in fitting. And actually, I will buy this kit again. I haven't bought this one. This was a birthday present last year from my best friend. And this kit impressed me so much. I was like, oh damn, now single track links. See later what the tracks look like. But after I started building it during sickness, I was like, well, it doesn't really have many pieces. I mean, the most work is done on the lower hull, and the top hull is just, yeah, it exists, okay. There's like 3 PE parts. 2 are actually not visible anymore because you have to glue them in from the inside. And 1 had to be bent, but I worked around. It worked for me at least. I managed to find a solution without using a hammer. And yeah, it's a pretty nice kit. I also have to note here that the wheels are different from your usual German tank. The spiked wheels are on the backside, those that normally drag the vehicle on. They're on the back, and the flattened one, which are just the what's guiding back up, they are at the front. I believe this vehicle is supposed to be having its engine and transmission in the same spot. I'm not really sure about it though, but it is a nice, well, how do I say it? It is nice to build it. It's nice to have something that you know from modern tanks, but it's also nice to see that you have some sort of playing around. I mean, you can change them as well. You don't have to follow the instructions. I follow them sometimes, you know, and you can put them in the front, but it doesn't look as cool as when it's finished. They are like also made out of different pieces. You have like 6 suspension arms. It's okay. I mean, we know them. They are similar to Panzer IV ones. We know what Panzer IV suspension arm. They have like 8 there. We know them from the Elephant, which also has 6. It's pretty straightforward. I mean, this kit really explains itself. I mean, you just look at the parts and you know where they have to go. Okay, except like 2 or 3 parts which are pretty small and you have to look the instructions up, and also the clear parts that come with it. And yes, there are clear parts. I will yap about them later. And yeah, that's it. I mean, you could build it basically without the instructions, but you should read them. At least look over them for like 5 seconds and then decide what you want to build. Hey, yeah, post-edit and possibly drunk turbits here. I've made a little error by reviewing the footage again when recording my voice lines. I realized that there are longer track pieces and they're not individual pieces that you have to build together. I am sorry for that. Okay, I built it in January or something. I was sick. I kind of forgot about this until now. So here's some footage. There it is. Do you see it? There are 4 of these long pieces. They are meant for the top and bottom section. There's also some marks left there. But here's me assembling those tracks. You do have a lot of cleanup to do, and I would suggest filling in the little sinkholes from this leftovers, but honestly, the tracks aren't visible at the end anymore. It is pretty nice though to have such tracks. I mean, they fit together perfectly, like with the Panzer and stuff, and yada yada yada. It was very enjoyable building these tracks. Normally I skip this part, but I mean, here you can see that I actually managed to record it without issue, and I did had some fun with it. It was like after 3 hours probably that I finished both sections and was like, yeah, I did something today. But I don't say that very often. Finished track links. Single track link. Whatever it is. Spoiler, during the painting process, they broke apart. But they broke off clean, and I just had to use some minor super glue to put them back together. Little pro tip, just don't do it to a hull like this. This works best for like metal tracks, but for plastic tracks, you might want to not glue all wheels on. It was pretty desert to get them on and off and then on again. Also, the pier parts I mentioned that you don't see, they are applied here. I have no idea why I should put meshes there, but MBK40, yeah, this would be a great solution. You don't even see them. I mean, unless you take the model straight up to your eye and look straight down through the cooling fans. Who designed that? Who designed those PE pods? I wanna know. main armament of this tank. Well, the little thingy I built here is the MG and I think Commander Copula. It has an, well, machine gun or a machine cannon in it, and I'm not really sure. I can't tell by the build, but I suppose it's just an MG from a plane, like an MG. What was it, 13 or something like this. And the main armament is surprisingly either I think 7.5 centimeter pack or a 10.5 centimeter howitzer. Why not? And I did some little scratch build right here. I choose the well, mount from the howitzer and put the pack on it. I couldn't decide what looks better, you know, and I was like, okay, you know what, it's a small ambush vehicle, and my experience from War Thunder tells me if you can hit low and have a little hilly thing and can angle the gun, it's way better than being a Yak Tiger or a Yak Panther. Okay, you know what, the Yak Panther is cool, but the Yak Tiger is, yeah, the biggest block that drives by. So yeah, I went with this. I really like the result though, and for the next one I won't do this. I will use the correct mount. Now, let's talk about the paint scheme. First of all, I did some very heavy metal texture on the sides, because 1946 tank, you can't really, you know, trust anyone with producing the high-end quality stuff. I mean, Werbus will tell you that the Yak Tigers never broke down, but they are retarded, and they know it. We hate Werbus on this channel, and Commibus, and Tierbus, and Freedombus. We hate everyone equally here. And that's the great plan of history. I mean, that's the great... anyways, paint. This vehicle was... well, had a little foundation in red, brown from Tamiya. It's a lacquer paint, I think LP18. And this was sprayed over the entire hull of the tank, even on those clear parts. I tell you something about those clear parts. I told you I will yap, and now is the great time. You see that there's one piece here already in metallic color, and the other one is just basically primed over. Those were clear parts. Those are the lights and the infrared sides. They were clear parts. I mean, I don't mind it. It's great when there is clear parts, but the infrared side had two little parts. You can look up the instructions for this kit. I lost one. They are about 1 millimeter in length and in depth. I lost one, and I didn't bother to glue on the other one and make a replacement. They have to be glued on from the bottom of the tank. No one sees this. You know it, because I told you and told you to look up. But no one will see it in my great shelf full of moddeds. Yeah, I have no idea why they did this. Okay, you know, that's the two main issues are the mesh on the inside and this PE infrared side thingy. Those are the two main issues. If they get everything else is fine, but those two, they really triggered me. I mean, I'm triggered easily by stupidity, but this is not stupidity. This is a designer's choice for someone who got paid for designing that. If it's that easy, I would like to design some 1946 moddeds myself and the parts for them. I can do it. I mean, it's not like that I have to work for them, right? Please hire me. And now for the second and third layer of colors. As you can see, the gun and the machine gun were painted in Tamiya gunmetal. And the main gun, I let it be in gunmetal. I wanted to test this color out. I mean, you can use it for painting tracks and stuff, but I wanted to make this tank, you know, fresh out of the factory. It got a replacement gun, it wasn't even treated to anything, doesn't even get its primer, just so it can be pushed out to the front in a what if 1946 Denmark last stand or something. You know, that's the idea behind this tank. And the other main color was Tamiya XF88 German Yellow 2. Some sand overspray on the tracks, but I let it be. I didn't really paint over it. It's a happy accident. It made for some nice sand weathering. I like it. And I will die on this hill and I will defend it. But it's a really nice thing that happened. Also, the black stripes, they are from AK's masking party. I'm not sure if it's a problem how I use it or something, but when I apply it, even to a dried model like this one that dried for day, it peeled some color off and or left the oily residue on the kit, like a little oil film on the kit that I didn't manage to get away. If somebody knows what's the problem here and how this can be helped with, please tell me in the comments. I am sure to be very thankful to you and commit the model to you. Or maybe a figure, who knows. And for the green, I use some late war German green, or well, the late war, not really, but I use the German green from Tamiya, which is, I think, the XF80 color? Or the 86? Not really sure. I don't have the file on my PC as well. I kind of rebooted my drive and have to download the pics that I normally, you know, put on the top left of the video. But yeah, it's just some German green. If you type in Tamiya German green, you will find it. And it worked out very nicely. After I peel off the nice black goo, which is the AK stuff, you can see that there is a very clean camo. Well, in most places, but it is nice. It's really nice. And the last two steps were applying all the decals, which are in fact pretty special from the colors. We have the sentence Krieg zum Sieg, which means war to victory. Yeah, that's a great Germany. And we have the late war cross with the red outlines instead of the white ones, due to infrared being a thing. And some blue numbers, just because I like blue, okay? I like blue, and there's a blue number decal, I apply blue. After that, I just hit it with some heavy matte from Mr. Hobby and called it good. Guys, Schwerer, kleiner Panzer, a heavy little tank in 1/35 scale. Well, heavy and little is right, but tank, it's a tank hunter, we call it tank anyways. I mean, it has a turret, somewhat. We can argue. I don't want to argue. But yeah, let's talk about the kit. It is decent. You know, it is decent. I can give it, on my preferred scale, 7.8 out of 10. You know, those 2.2 points that are, you know, not making it a 10 are the fact that you have those little sinkholes in the tracks and that you have PE parts and clear parts that are not visible, are supposed to go on the tank, but could be completely optional. Honestly, if you want to modify this tank, you can put the PE parts on the outside and make the bolts yourself and stuff. If you really want to modify it that much. That's your thing, not mine. All I can say is I really enjoyed this build and I will buy it again in the future. Maybe in the future I will make this little thing called upgrades myself. And I'm very thankful to my friend. I sent him an audio while I built it, where I was like, damn, bro, you know, I'm very happy for this tank that you gifted me. It is bringing me joy, and not every model kit brings you joy. I mean, yes, opening a nice sealed kit, looking at the parts, at the instructions that are building it, but yeah, somewhere the joy can stop, and it's just pain, and you want to get it over with. But not with this one. When this thing was finished, I was like, damn, there should be stuff to improve. I mean, you have some parts from a Panzer in the box that you could use, but this, it will make it more like a, I don't know, yeah, like a overcrowded tank from all the different tools you can apply and stuff. But yeah, it is a pretty nice tank. And also a quick mention here, I have a Discord server now. And yes, I know of the problems, but link is down below. It is just there to talk about some model kits, maybe stream something, and or hang out in VC, and you guys can tell me in all length how shit my models are and how I should better myself before posting the next video. I will completely ignore those facts, but you can tell me in voice chat if you want. Link down below. Anyways, that's it for today's video, guys. I hope the next video next week, and probably next Sunday as well, will also be a nice little one that you can watch. And with nice little one, I mean under 20 minutes. And with that being said, thank you guys for watching. Have a nice rest of your weekend. And remember, build your models and collect them. Both is fine. But when they are built, you can put them on display for everyone to be astonished by. Thank you for watching. And until next time, bye bye.